What does the home buying process look like?
So you're going to start by interviewing agents. Once you find an agent that you feel fits your needs and is someone that you want to work with, you're going to ask them for their lender that they would recommend. You'll have a conversation with the lender and he'll direct you as to what program's best for you and most importantly, what you can afford. At that point, I say that's the funnest part in the transaction. You get to go shopping. So you're going to go look at somewhere in the range of 5 to 10 houses, maybe a little bit more in today's market because we have a little more inventory. You're going to go with your agent and they're going to show you all these houses. You're going to talk through pros, cons, and find your favorite house. Once you find your favorite house, you're going to ask your agent, how do you feel we should write an offer? How much should we write it for? Should we ask for closing costs? All of the details like that. At that point, you're going to send the offer over to the client. Your agent will negotiate for you. Once you go under contract, your number one step is to deposit escrow. Typically, escrow is 1 to 2% of the purchase price. You'll then deposit that to the title company. That they will hold until closing, and that will go towards your closing cost. Next is the inspection. You're going to get an inspection on the house and talk through anything that was wrong on it. The cost for that is about $600 to $1,000 depending upon what inspections you need. At that point, you're going to get it back and talk through your agent and say, hey, what's wrong with this inspection? What should we get fixed? Anything you're uncomfortable with, you negotiate to have the seller fix. Anything that's going to cause a problem with insurance, that's very important to have the seller fix. Once you're done with the inspections, if you're getting a loan, you're going to get an appraisal. At this point, if you're cash, you can choose to get an appraisal, but it's not necessary. So you're going to get the appraisal. Basically, that's the bank putting their stamp on the purchase price. So if it's $500,000, the bank's going to come, is going to look at the comparables and say, yeah, I think the house is worth $500,000. We're willing to invest alongside with you and give you the mortgage for that price. Now that you have your appraisal, you're essentially, as a cash buyer, you're going to closing. If you opted to get the appraisal, you're good to go. You're going to go to close. If you're getting a mortgage, the only last step is going to be getting approved. You're going to need to get your insurance. Make sure your insurance is approved. You're going to give that insurance over to your lender, and he's going to do the final steps to make sure you didn't buy a car the week before, you didn't change your credit, everything looks good, your income looks good. Then he's going to give you the final approval. After you get the final approval, you're going to do a walkthrough of the house. Make sure it didn't burn down the day before or anything crazy. The house all looks good. Then you're going to go to the title company and sign documents. For a cash buyer, that's 15 minutes. For a conventional VA, FHA, whatever mortgage you might be getting, that's going to be more like an hour. In Florida, we get the keys at closing. So as soon as you sign all of those documents, you are now the owner of the house. You will get the keys. And that's, in a nutshell, the process. And then you have a new home.